Hey, what's happening? One SirJames coming at you guys with another video. In today's video, I'm here to give you guys a little channel update involving some of the merchandise that I've been reviewing here on the channel for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and also the land itself. If you haven't already figured it out, unfortunately at the moment I've currently ran out of things to review for now, but I will get more hopefully soon. I'm aiming towards the end of the month, if not then the beginning of next month for sure. Which is going to lead me to the next topic, which is what you guys have been requesting for me to get. A lot of you guys are requesting specifically the lightsabers. The number one most requested item is the Asajj Ventress lightsabers. The other one was the Ahsoka Tano, followed by Luke Skywalker based on Return of the Jedi. Funny enough, I don't think I've seen one request for the Jedi Temple Guard lightsaber, but I have seen quite a few requests for the Jedi Temple Guard mask, which was one of the other items for sure. You got to keep in mind that all these things do cost money, and I'm not someone that comes from a rich side or anything like that. I mean, when I initially planned my trip to Galaxy's Edge, not knowing if I was going to have a reservation or not, is that I pretty much already had money saved up to the side for the past few months, which is how I was able to get everything that you saw through the past few days, which again, I do appreciate you guys for the help and support you've been showing me. You guys have been fantastic, and I'm glad these are proving helpful for you. The next topic is something that has been brought to my attention just a handful of times. People were asking me about donations. For one, do I accept donations? Could you help contribute towards these items if you were to do so? And the answer is yes. The thing is, I've always actually had a donations page set up. I just don't promote it. The reason why is because I feel like those who promote their, donations tab or merchandise, I feel like that's just kind of begging for money, and I don't want people to assume that I'm that kind of person to do so. So I'm only going to say it once here and now. If you wish to help contribute towards these items that I pick up in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to bring back home to review for you guys, you are more than welcome to leave a donations. How you do so, it's actually going to be the first link in the description down below. That's where you go and where you can make your donations to my PayPal account. But again, that's specifically up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to, but of course, if you end up doing so and whatever amount you do, again, it's specifically up to you. It helps contribute towards these items. So that's pretty much how it's going to go from there. The next thing is, of course, a little update on an item here is in regards to the lightsaber belt clip. Someone brought it to my attention, which I was not fully aware of it, is in regards to the whole D-ring situation. We already knew that this thing had the option to support a D-ring, but there's this little nub here, which it looks like, when you look at it, it just looks like, based on its appearance and looks, but this little nub here is actually a button. So if you press down, so yeah, I didn't know that was a button in of itself. So that's a pretty cool little hidden thing there. But the problem is that the button is really hard to press. I feel like it's just a lot easier if you take your finger and just push it down manually. But again, the fact that it's a button is pretty cool. So if you guys didn't know that, now you do. I don't remember the user's name, but if I could find it, I'll try to put it in the video. If not, once again, thank you. The other thing is that a lot of you guys have been kind of curious about this jacket in terms of where did I get it. I actually got this from a website called filmjackets.com. A link to this is also in the video description down below. And the last thing I want to go ahead and talk about is when I do plan my next trip to visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, what I want to go ahead and do is, because what was really difficult for me to do during my first time is when I was having to basically lug around all the different bags with me, is that it was really hard for me to get access to my phone to take videos and pictures, and was just really, really annoying to do so. But what's going to be nice is that when I do plan my next trip is the fact that the land is going to be open up. There's going to be no time limit. I'm not going to be restricted with anything. So what I would like to do is to basically bring this new camera that I'm currently filming with, which is the Canon M50. So if you're wondering how exactly did I afford this, even though I just got done visiting Galaxy's Edge, I've already had money saved up towards the camera. It was just a matter of, do I want the Sony a6400 or the Canon M50? And so far, I'm really happy with this one. So that's how I was able to afford it, is because I had money saved up since last year towards this camera. But anyways, next time when I do go to Galaxy's Edge, I'll be bringing this camera with me, and I'll be taking plenty of photos, and I'm also going to be going around taking videos as well. So in this case, you guys are going to tag along on a journey with me. We're going to be taking a look at the Millennium Falcon, a closer look at the inside of the store. So for some of the merchandise that I may not pick up, I'll give you guys a little bit of a closer look and more detail with this, and hopefully things turn out great. And the other thing I also want to do, because I never got to see him come out actually, is apparently Kylo Ren comes out at one point and walks around the land. So hopefully I can capture that on film and maybe capture a lot of the interactions with the First Order Trooper, visit Rey and Chewie and all that fun stuff. You know, the fact that I'm not going to be restricted to a 4-hour time limit gives me plenty of freedom to kind of do whatever for the most part. Another thing too is that I also want to get the opportunity to hopefully visit the cantina. And the one other thing is that there is this whole Disney app. I don't think I have it on here. But if you guys didn't know, if you have the Disney Play app, apparently there's some really cool activities that you can do. So hopefully I'll have the chance to also check that out. And if you guys want, I could do videos for that, and then we can kind of review it and see if it's worth playing the little app games or not. But again, you guys could let me know what you guys personally want to see, what you guys want me to review. As mentioned before, if you want to help contribute towards items that I review, the donations tab is in the description down below. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And one last thing, which I keep repeating myself, it's just so darn hot in this room, and I'm only wearing this because I want to, is, oh, here it is. Now, in my review for the Jedi and Sith Holocron, I mentioned that I would have loved for these to stay lit the entire time, but these automatically turn themselves off. The idea that I came up with would, of course, require me to, one, buy another one of these, but at the same time it would be somewhat destroying it, is essentially buying a Jedi Holocron, taking it apart and removing some of the internals, and pretty much drilling a hole on the bottom and make like some type of fancy display stand and incorporate better lighting in here, so that way you can make essentially your own little personal nightlight or display piece, you know, just something basic like that. But like I said, that's just currently an idea. It's not going to happen anytime soon, maybe hopefully towards the end of the year. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Until then, you guys have a good one.